everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. We are connecting with Deepak Taneja ji on another disease which is very common. This disease is headache and migraines. So there are many kind of headaches, and Deepak ji, thank you so much for explaining this to us. A warm welcome to you, Deepak ji.
Namaskar. Today we are
going. You had told me earlier on that there are many kinds. There are more than 24 kinds of headaches.
Yeah.
So how do we differentiate between these headaches?
There can be many reasons for a person is having a headache. First of all, sometimes it may be some injury. Sometimes it may be blood pressure and hypertension. And sometimes it may be many Jainism, sanitize, sometimes malaria, stroke, sometimes migraine, sometimes gastric reasons, sometimes post-concussions, drugs, eye, ears and teeth problem and gastric problems can be there.
Okay. So
there may be some emotional reasons also for the headache.
Okay. So the migraine that we're talking about today is basically where half part of the head is affected.
Yeah. It's a half head headache. It is called half head headache, and it affects one side, either side of the head. It is generally genetic, or sometimes it is environmental problem, and generally it is seen in females more than male. We can divide it into 65% to 70% females and 30% to 35% males are affected by this. And it stay usually from 2 hours to 72 hours for continuity, and it may show some symptoms which may be nausea, vomiting, and photophobia. Means that the person will not tolerate the light, extra light or extra sound. He or she may be very sensitive for that, and pain generally increases with the physical efforts, activities. Say if person is having headache and still he is doing something, then that will affect
escalate more. That headache will just go on increasing.
It will impact more on that.
Right.
It is a recurring and intense type of a disease.
Right.
And generally, what I have observed that sometimes the girls at the age of puberty, they get the symptoms of this migraine, and at the age of menopause, females generally 90 to 95% they get relief of this disease.
Right.
And what I observed that there are many times the emotional reasons are too much affecting it headache of a person. They must be having stress, depression is possible, and they may be going through a very tough time. They may be going through some negative situations in their life. They may be having some professional or financial issues in their life. Some emotional family reasons may also be there. Sometimes the person is very emotional and get hurt very early.
Yeah, so you feel the emotion, and sometimes, and to tell you a fact, I recently noticed that a small child had undergone this issue. Okay, he had a half head pain which started in the morning, and till evening he was having that, and he continuously said that my eye is paining, my head is paining. Because it was a small child early, people took it a little lightly, but then later on when he said, I don't want to see any light, I don't want to hear noise, and people had to give him some kind of attention. And then it continued for nearly 12 hours for that, 8 hours for that child, and it vanished after that. But I also know that the child was handling a certain emotional issue with his siblings, at that point. So as you just said, that migraine could be, and it was half a head, pain. And
Here,
as you said,
here you have verified the points which we have discussed
yes,
just now.
yes,
And that is that these are the symptoms which we can very easily observe, and we can judge this is a migraine headache pain. And if we know, then we must go to the symptoms, remedies, or the medication part immediately. uh, Astrologically, when we want to understand the how migraine is, we have to identify migraine, a person may be having a migraine or not. First, Aries sign, Mars lord of the Aries sign, Lagna and Lagna lord, yani ascendant and lord of the ascendant, we have to consider. And second, because it is happening in this head area.
right,
First house is most important.
right,
And we know that sun is the fixed significator of the first house.
first house,
Okay, and main planet which is most important in migraine is moon, and supportive are Mercury, Jupiter and Venus. They have some little role in this disease. uh, in our brain we have 12 nerves, and they are connected to the different parts, different organs of the body, and they send messages and they get messages, and they do the motor control system and central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and different type of working is done by the brain. And nerve number 5, 9 and 10, which are responsible somehow in this disease, which it's my observation, uh, after so many studies, and I have done in the field of medical uh,
astrology,
journals and other I've read so many journals. From there I have learned this thing. And
okay,
uh, it's very important for anyone and everyone, if one understand this, moon is most important planet that is affected. Why? Actually, what I have observed is that sodium, if anybody is taking less salt or sodium, uh, then there is a possibility or probability is there that the person will be affected by the migraine headache.
right. So,
Here we have chart of a female, and she is born on 24 July 1973 in Jammu. And what we are seeing here is the lord of the Lagna ascendant is in the
six,
uh, sixth house and with Ketu. As I have told you earlier, that Saturn and Ketu are the main reason for every time and any type of pains in life, including
right,
health health issues or any type of pain, any type of negativity, any type of problems. The most important planets are Saturn and Ketu. Whenever
right,
we have something else, then the house, Rashi and other planet will be attached to this. But now, yeah, here we see that Lord of the Aries sign is sitting on 12th to itself,
right. So,
and
yeah,
Moon is in aspect of Rahu, and Jupiter, debilitated Jupiter is retro, and that will go to the 12th house. And when combined with Rahu taking its quality, and then Jupiter and
reflecting
Rahu both will aspect Moon, and
moon,
that
yes,
will that will impact negative part on the,
moon,
yeah,
yes, yes. So, now you also said about Ketu Saturn, and
yeah.
when we're talking about, so this is, so what are the remedies one can do to pacify this kind of a situation?
First of all, that I have told this lady that start taking little bit more salt, as I know that she is not having any hypertension or any heart problem.
And
Because
no kidney problem also.
before suggesting taking increase the quantity of salt, you have to always ask that, do you have any BP or hypertension or heart related problem? If not, then you can increase. If kidney is properly working, you can easily say you can increase a little bit of salt. That will not affect you negatively.
Right.
And apart from that, this is a different type of remedy. Even that is a remedy. Astrological remedy is also there. Salt is related to moon.
Right.
And here we have told her that never waste even a
Water.
single drop of water in either drinking, washing, or in any other type of. And
Absolutely.
secondly, I told her that always take blessings of elderly ladies, your mother and mother-in-law, or any lady, elderly lady, and take their blessings, and always put down towards their feet and tell them to bless you. And she followed that. And recently I told them that start Lalita Sahasranam and Rudra Abhishek. Lalita Sahasranam is it's a 1008 names of Parvati ji, and that is we do this for the blessings of Parvati ji. And Parvati ji is again moon, and to give strength to the moon, we can do this thing.
Right.
And I told her that after doing that, always you have to give water to the
The Shivaling.
Shivlinga. And she followed it, and now she is having a better headache issue is improved, and now she is having a little improvement in that. Recently, I told them to do Rudra Abhishek also, as it was not just for this reason. There are many other reasons also. I told them to do that. And as Rudra Abhishek is a remedy to be done to remove the negativity of Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Moon, Venus, and
Mars.
All these planets' negativity can be removed in a same time in a single remedy done by a person in the form of Rudra Abhishek.
Right.
I gave her all the sources to how to do that, and I guided them, and I gave them a link how to perform the Rudra Abhishek.
So Deepak ji, Rudra Abhishek can be a remedy for so many planets.
Yeah.
Barring Jupiter and Sun. So if a person on a continuous basis does Rudra Abhishek every month, say on Chaturdashi or Pradosh, for Pradosh, or
full moon day, any day.
Yeah. So
Ekachi, even Ekachi is good.
So then it is very good for them, right? Now, why does the question here is, it's a beautiful explanation, but one question is, why does Rudra Abhishek, take care of the problems of so many planets?
Actually, it has to be done in the evening after sunset. First important thing, and why it give complete impact on every planet is that Shiv is the main source, main energy of the world, universe. And if we are pleasing the main source and main energy, and that will give impact on the planets which are active and strong in the after sunset.
Right.
During sun, other planets don't have any strength other than Sun and Jupiter.
Sure.
So if we are pleasing, if we have a bad combination of any planet, or any planet is weak in our chart, and we are doing Rudra Abhishek in the after sunset, later after 10 to early morning up to 4, we can do this thing. And if we are doing that, we can doing a remedy of 7 planets at a time: Rahu, Ketu, Shani, Chandrama, Venus, and
Mars.
Mars.
A very beautiful topic touched over here, apart from migraine, that can help us in any part of the world to gain a good knowledge and to take care of our planets. But with this, it goes unsaid that we need to bring about certain fundamental changes, not just in our lifestyles, but also how we conduct ourselves. With this, we'd like to add that we are starting our medical astrology. With this, we'd like to add that we are starting our medical astrology course with Deepak ji, starting from 23rd of June. So if you're interested, please do write into us. And you can also find the details of the website where you can log in, make the payments, and book your seats now. Thank you so much, Deepak ji. And thank you so much for explaining in such great detail.